Monday morning, friends. How are you? I hope you're doing well. So it's Monday, like I just said. It's our day off. I just had groceries delivered. So I thought I would come on and share my day with you. I haven't been with you for a few days because we've had so much going on. I will give you updates with everything. Now you probably see that I have this brace on. It's nothing serious. I've done something to some muscles here. My chiropractor friend hooked me up with this and he said you need to rest your arm for a couple weeks. You need to wear this to get that muscle back into shape. I pull and tug a lot of things at work and around here, and you know, sometimes I forget I'm old, so I have little aches and pains, especially when I get off at work at night. So this is going to help relieve some of this. He said wear it, so that's what I'm going to do. So that's it. Fine, it's no big deal. So yesterday we celebrated Madison's birthday, my daughter. She will be 27 on the 30th, so this Friday. And we took her to a place she picked, of course, a place called Top Pot. And they have the stoves in the tables, and you can either cook in a pot of broth and you get to choose your things, or they have the Korean barbecue and they have the grill. So she got Top Pot, and then the rest of us got Korean barbecue. And oh, it was good. It was kind of chaotic cooking and trying to eat at the same time. So Brock and I took turns because there was only one grill. I think if they would have been nice if, you know, they had a couple more grills. But anyway, we enjoyed it. We had ribeye, we had steaks, we had pork belly, we had brisket. You could pick shrimp. I think the kids had what else do they have? Clams? No, I don't know. Anyway, they had seafood. Oh, they had calamari. And so and then they had a sauce bar. So it was fun. It was something different. We enjoyed it. We ate a lot of meats. Then I had some zucchini and onions and mushrooms. So you had veggie choices. It's really good. It was something different, and that's what she picked, and she enjoyed it. And we were happy to do that. So we celebrated her birthday yesterday, and then we got home yesterday, and Mason said it looks like 2 new chicks have been hatched. And I was like, that I don't know how that can be because the hens are with their other babies. And I said, they look pretty big, Mason. I think they're baby turkeys. And they were 2 baby turkeys. We were so excited because one of the turkey hens, she's laid all summer long and trying to give birth, and nothing happened. And those 2 baby turkeys are so exciting on our property. So we're so happy about them, and they're the cutest little things. So anyway, that's been exciting news. I'm down another pound. So that puts me down at 14 pounds total. So I'm excited about that. Also, we made a discovery yesterday. Some things that affect Brock. So we discovered he has something called gout, osalated gout, where it's not the uric acid that creates his gout, it's oxalates. So he has all of those symptoms. Finally, with all the research that we have between the 2 of us, finally figured it out. So what that means is things that are high in oxalates, he needs to stay away from. So we figured out that some cheese does it now, and then he ate a sweet potato last week when we celebrated my birthday, and that gave him a flare-up. And I thought for sure it was all of the beef that he had been eating. No, it was a sweet potato. So if you're interested in looking that up, if you have any issues like that, look up fruits and vegetables high in oxalates and the ones that are low in oxalates. So we know that things that are low in oxalates are cauliflower and broccoli. This is my grocery haul. It just delivered from Walmart just a few minutes ago. They were here about 20 to 8. So with broccoli, cauliflower, those are low in oxalates. So pick that up. So I also like those. So I've got that. I have never, ever bought baby back ribs. 54 years old, and I've never bought them. Now, my dad would buy them and cook them, but I personally have never bought them and cooked them. And I saw a recipe where they cook them in the skillet. And I was like, if that's true and that works, that's life-changing. Because you know how a rib can be rough and tough. Fist fight you and then you can't chew them. So anyway, I got some ribs here, a small pack. I'm going to try that recipe, and when I do, I'm going to share it with you. Because if that works, friends. All right, so we got the ribs. I got some Colby cheese that I'm going to shred myself. And then I've got these little cubes. And these are just cheese too. There's none of that cellulose in those. For snacks. I want some of my favorite. These are the country ribs. These are my favorite. Got this whole pack for $7.22. They're really inexpensive, and I'm going to show you today how I'm going to cook these, because I'm going to have these for dinner, and the boys are going to have a steak. I got some country bacon, or not country bacon. It's just bacon. It's not nothing country about it. It's just bacon. I got some sausage links. There goes sausage links. And I got me some Nathan's all beef hot dogs. Ooh, love me a hot dog. All right, I got some sour cream because I will make some chicken salad later. And I put sour cream in it. Save your bags. Now, one of the things Brock can eat is bananas. So I got him some bananas. Those are one of the fruits he can eat. He can also eat apples, so I picked him up some apples. I tend to stay away from fruit more. I may eat it occasionally. I may have one apple like every 2 weeks. Dog food. The dogs eat dry dog food, but they also love this Rachel Ray Nutrish. My Jakey is super picky, and he loves this. So I picked that up for him. Also, Jakey eats cornflakes every morning. Yes, my veterinarian knows. He's done it for years, so I get Jakey his cornflakes. Loves them. And he'll let me know every morning when he wants them. When you're a dog mom, you learn your dog signs, don't you? You know what your dogs want. Okay. I've got some chopped walnuts just because I keep those in the pantry. I have some more monk fruit. This is my sweetener of choice, monk fruit, if you'd like to look into that. I get it at Walmart, or you can buy the big bags on Amazon. Some raisins. I wanted some dried cranberries, but they also had added sugar to them, and they also had sunflower oil to them. And I was like, that's out. So these are just raisins. And I just occasionally use these for like when I make a Waldorf salad. And I bought some more bone broth, beef bone broth, and some chicken bone broth. Now I know I can make my own, and I just haven't had time to do it. I swear I'm gonna do it. But until I get the time, I'm buying it. Now this is gonna be something that, like in the evening when I want something but I don't want a meal, I'm gonna make me a little soup. Of course, eggs. We eat a lot of eggs. So I got those. Those will not last long. I love these chicken breasts, these boneless, skinless chicken breasts. I have a recipe I want to try out this week with those. And I love that they're individually frozen, packed. So, you know, like if I'm the only one eating chicken that day, I don't have to thaw out a whole pack that I've done. I can just grab me 1 or 2 chicken breasts and cook it for myself. All this is from Walmart. Sauerkraut. Brock wanted some sauerkraut. And then we discovered that green beans are high in oxalates. So he more than likely will not be eating green beans. I don't think they've ever given him a flare up. But these are for me. Because, you know, I love green beans. Celery. So this is for like chicken salads and all that. Our favorite sugar snap peas. If you saw that video where I sauteed them in butter and garlic. Oh, they're good raw and they're good cooked. So take your pick. And then I got some Keurig coffee. It's just Walmart brand. And I got a case of Diet Coke, which that lasts me now a couple weeks because I don't drink as much Diet Coke. I haven't given it up completely, but I'm still drinking it. So I'm going to move that off to the side there. And I got a stapler. A stapler for work. So there you have it. There is my grocery haul. I love having this available to me, especially with this sling on my arm. And like I said, it takes probably not quite a half hour to get to my closest Walmart. So there you have my haul, my grocery haul. Now I'm going to show you today some things that I am going to make with this grocery haul. So I've got all the groceries put away, and I boiled some eggs for salad. So they're there. I'm going to put them in an ice bath in just a moment. So now we're going to put on these country ribs. And I've just got my trusty slow cooker here because I'm hoping once I get all my chores done, I can go float in the pond. So I don't want to have to worry about these. I felt fancy, maybe an iced coffee. Ooh la la. It's not that fancy. It's just coffee, heavy cream, ice, and monk fruit. Ooh, look at me. Anyway. It's delicious. I know there's all kinds of fancy creamers and things you can get, but y'all know me, I'm not that fancy. All right, back to the ribs. I'm going to salt them. I'm not going to do anything else to these aside from salting them because I'm going to make a homemade barbecue sauce and I'm going to put everything in it. All right, so I've got that side salted, and then I'll do this side once they go into the slow cooker. Oh, those look so good. Nice little pieces of fat on there. Yum. If you've not tried a country rib, I suggest that you run, not walk, run, and get some. Absolutely delicious. And especially if you do them in a slow cooker and get them nice and tender. Perfection. All right, let me move this off to the side. I'm going to salt the other side now. I'm not going to add any water at this moment. I'm just going to let them do their thing. They are thawed. All right. I'm going to move it over here, and I'm going to put it on 5, which for this slow cooker is high. Really not sure how long we're going to let them go, but I will tell you. Like I said, it's 9 a.m. Turn them on high, and I got to get the lid. All right, there's the lid. Let me wash my hands really quickly. So we're going to make some homemade ranch dressing. I want to go ahead and get that prepped up. And it's super simple. It's just cup of mayonnaise, cup of milk, and your ranch powder. Okay. Take a look. Or you can double it, triple it, however much ranch you want. Cup of mayonnaise. I always say at work, because we use mayonnaise, you know, for our sandwiches, and I go, mayonnaise! Like the movie Officer and Gentleman. And I always forget that I have kids that work for me, and they look at me, they have no clue what I'm talking about. You ever see that movie? I love that movie. Had Richard Gere in it. All right. Cup of milk. That is it. I gotta put my sling back on. I took it off so I could do dishes. It was just too uncomfortable to do dishes in. All right, we're gonna do the ranch powder. So I'm only making a small batch. I'm gonna start off with a tablespoon of the ranch powder. I get this at my local Amish and Mennonite store. Okay, leave that there just in case I need it. And I will probably have to take a whisk to it. That's it. Just give it a whisk. I put it in a mason jar. Ow, that hurt. I shouldn't have done that. I won't learn my lesson. Okay, we're gonna give this a quick stir. You're just gonna put it in your mason jar, like I said, throw it in the fridge. Ranch dressing's done for tonight. And I'm gonna do my eggs, drain those, put them in a cold bath, and we'll deal with those later. So we're gonna make some homemade barbecue sauce. Now I have jarred sugar-free barbecue sauce, but I kind of want to make it homemade today. So we're gonna start off with my homemade ketchup, and you can find that video if you'd like. If not, you can start off with 2 cans of tomato paste or some ketchup. I know what's in this because I made it. So anyway, we're gonna put this in a measuring cup. I've got quite a few ribs. Now I think I'm gonna leave some of them without barbecue sauce and some with, but I want enough barbecue sauce. Okay, so I've got a cup of my homemade ketchup. Like I said, you can use tomato paste. I'm kind of gonna make this up as I go, so bear with me here. Let's do some onion powder. Let's say tablespoon of onion powder. Let's do the same with some garlic. Same thing with some paprika. Chili powder. Now, this is going to be personal preference. Do you like it a little spicy? Do you like it a little bit more tempered? So, I'm just going to, let's do like a half, or a teaspoon, or half tablespoon. I'm going to try it. I may add more. So, that's personal preference. Let's do a teaspoon of apple cider vinegar. Might need to add a little bit more of that. I'll have to see in a minute. Like I said, I'm making this up. Worcestershire. Let's do teaspoon and a half. If you have liquid smoke, add you in a teaspoon of that. I do not. I need to have some of that in the house. I don't have any, so I'm not going to do it. I'm going to give that a stir really quickly. You can see it's still pretty thick. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a little bit of water. I'm going to start off with 2 tablespoons. That lid on there so I don't knock that off into the floor. All right, let's give that a stir. It's looking pretty good. I mean, you can thin it if you like a thinner. You know, I want it to stick to those ribs literally. I'm going to give it a taste. Let me get a spoon here. Oh my, yes. Delicious. Now I'm not going to, I had some Truvia brown sugar here. I'm not going to add it. To me, I haven't had sugar, real sugar, in over 2 months. That is very sweet to me. I'm not going to add any. You can taste it and try. I'm going to add some salt, of course. There we go. I want a little bit more of a kicker, so I'm going to add, for me, a little bit more of the chili powder. Now, if you really wanted to, you could do some cayenne, even some jalapeno juice. And I think that's perfect. So there we have it. We have a low-carb barbecue sauce that I made this. Ketchup, you know, the previous video and had it in my fridge. So I want to use it up. So our ranch dressing's done. That made 12 ounces of ranch dressing. Our barbecue sauce is now ready. I'm going to cover this, put in the fridge. Our eggs are in a ice bath waiting to be peeled. So we're moving right along here with our prep. Now I've got to have some more iced coffee and get to doing my chores around the house. All right, there we have it. Here are pork country ribs. Now, 2.5 hours in my slow cooker. They are super tender, but they're not completely falling apart. So you can use your best judgment on how you like them. Here is that homemade barbecue sauce we made earlier. Just gonna get this on there. I have my toaster oven preheating about 400 degrees so I can cook this barbecue sauce on. Now, like I said, some of these I'm gonna leave plain, some I'm gonna do barbecue. Go. They smell so good. Got the grill lit. I'm gonna do the boys' steaks, and we're just gonna have a simple salad. Thought I had some cucumber, but I do not. Hi, Mason. Mason's home from work. All right, I'm gonna get these in a toaster oven. We'll get the steaks on the grill, and I'll be back to show you our dinner. So here's dinner. I'm so excited. I've been craving a good salad. So here's that salad. Brock has shredded the cheese for me while I was floating in the pond, and then that ranch dressing we made earlier. I've got some sugar snap peas. Here is that country pork rib. Most of it was boneless that we did in the slow cooker with our homemade low carb barbecue sauce, deviled egg. There you go. Here is the meat. You can see it. I've got the boys their steaks. So tender, so good. There it is. Great meal on a great day off. I'm gonna go enjoy it with the boys. As always, thanks for stopping by. I know this was a little bit of a longer video, but thanks for hanging out with me today. I really enjoyed hanging out with you.